Wilkinson, salesman from Waterloo. You're listening to the Andy Gold Sports Bar and Talk Show.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the middle of the world, but he's on our show now. Time to speak to Dr. Octagon.
Counting his money. Dr. Octagon. Dr. Octagon. Dr. Octagon is here. He is here.
Good evening, Noel Gallagher.
Somewhere in the middle of the world.
Well, I'm not wrong, am I?
Do you realise how ludicrous that sounds?
Okay, am I right or wrong?
Somewhere in the middle of the world?
Am I right or wrong?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, but am I right or wrong? Just tell me that.
You are wrong. I am somewhere at the top of the world.
Yeah, hold on, but the world is round, is it not?
Well, it has a top and a bottom, the north and the south poles.
And a middle.
You did go to school. Did you do school down south? You must have done at some point.
Not as often as I should have done, if the truth be known. How are you, Noel? Are you all right? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm in Canada, North Canada. It is absolutely freezing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say gorgeous.
It's like Manchester.
Oh no, it's not gorgeous. No, it's bleak.
Oh, okay. What time of the day is it there?
It's let me have a look. It's 20 to 7 in the evening.
All right, and a good hotel? They put you in like a 6 or 7 star or what?
No, it's a dump. No, it's Winnipeg.
It's a dump.
We're on the edge of Western civilization here.
Oh. And is your lifestyle rock and roll all the time, or do you get to a hotel, put your feet up, read the papers, get a bit bored, listen to Talksport, do a gig, and move on?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't do the waking up in a chandelier, drinking Guinness out of a cowboy boot at 9 o'clock in the morning anymore.
You've done all that now.
Anymore, yeah. Yeah. That was the big word.
Yeah, those days are well behind me. So it's kind of more rock and folk now.
Oh, I'm so glad you edited yourself there at the end.
Yeah.
That was close. I was talking earlier, Noel, about what I would have done had I won these £78 million in the Euro Millions at the weekend. I just
How much?
78 million.
Small change.
Oh.
I just wonder if you've got either of these rooms in your house. One of the rooms I would have would be just a gigantic basketball-sized room, and in the middle, all there is just £50 notes with £1 million in it.
Have I got one of those rooms in my... No, I've got kids, you see.
They'd nick it.
They just set fire to it for a laugh.
Yeah, they'd nick it.
Okay, but
I don't have that room yet. No.
Right, I bet you've got this room, right? So imagine the length of a basketball court, but twice, and it's just all white tiling, and you open the door, and it's obviously quite bright, and you might need to put your sunglasses on, and right down the end of the wall, the other end, on the wall...
A little toilet.
...is a gold urinal, a solid gold urinal. Got one of them?
You've been watching too many Austin Powers movies.
What have you got then? What's the fun in your house?
See, it's not original.
What's the what?
What's the fun in your house? You must have a big old gate
room
where you go to people, come and have a look at this.
Yeah. Oh no, I've not got what like no. We've got in our house out in the country. We've got a pretty big kind of lounge kind of thing with a balcony on and all that. We've not got like You see, it's people like you that think that rock stars are all like Lenny Kravitz. Do you know what I mean?
Oh God!
What cool?
Yeah.
Well, no, just like with inflatable pianos and nonsense like that, and gold discs everywhere. It's not like that.
But you must have a room that when someone comes around your house for the first time, you must say, "Come and have a look at this."
I don't have people around in my house.
Have you got a No, you must have a memorabilia room, surely.
No, not at all.
Honestly,
I remember coming home once with Ricky Hatton gave me a pair of his shorts.
What boxer shorts or?
The shorts you used to fight in.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Right. And if you remember them, they're not the most understated of shorts.
No, they're big and lots of tassels.
Yeah, and like blue and white sequins.
Yeah.
And as I I've known Ricky for years, and he's a mate. And as I walked through the door, I said, "Look what Ricky's give us." And she went, "What are you going to do with them?" And I was like, "Oh," she said, "You're not getting them, friend, and putting them up in there. Look, there's 3 of them." And I was, "Oh, okay, all right." So they're all in that. I've got a lockup with memorabilia, and I don't like putting stuff like that up. Do you know what I mean? I guess it's different if you're a sportsman, like and you've got medals and all that. And I don't do the gold discs thing.
Do you know, like the first award that you got or anything like that? Have you not got that?
No, I give them all away. When I'm at the award ceremonies, I usually, because you got to cart it around all night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I usually give it to like one of the girls from the office, or just a random idiot that's walking past. Here, mate. Do you want this Ivan
It was
Novello?
like it's a wind-up, wasn't it? I've just been given a gong.
But hold on, your downstairs toilet, what's it got in it apart from a toilet then?
It's got a picture of Bob Dylan in it.
And that's it?
Well, it's got a toilet in it, a sink, and
A bidet.
a chandelier with a sleeping bag in it.
An empty Guinness can with a boot next to it.
No, it's just a normal. I live in. I mean, if you did that through the keyhole thing, I wish that was still on. You wouldn't think there would be no evidence that I live there at all. Really, there's no pictures of me and
Bono.
There's no pictures of me and Bono. Sadly, there's no pictures of me and
Nelson
I don't
Mandela.
know.
Nelson?
There's one of everybody's got a picture of Nelson Mandela, surely. No, there's no pictures of me or anybody famous, for that matter, up anywhere. I did have a picture of me and Bo Diddley up once, but I don't know where that went to.
What about you and Keith Chegwin?
I've never met Keith Chegwin, but it's one of the regrets of my life that I never met him.
Right, listen, we've only got a couple of minutes to talk about football. Let's start with the diving thing. I know you were listening to Stan earlier on.
Yeah, he was having a stroke, wasn't he? Almost.
Nearly, yeah, he was getting quite excited. What's your whole...
Did he mention that he'd put a clip up?
with a clip on it?
Some shoulder charge that happened against Norwich in the 80s when football was rubbish.
Go on then, what's your view on the whole situation then?
Well, I think with the Torres thing, three things. Did Johnny Evans foul him? Yes. Did Torres go down too easily? You can argue that. The thing that for me is, was it a bookable offence? Not in a million years.
What, for Torres? You mean for Torres, was it bookable offence?
Yeah, he shouldn't have got sent off. Because I heard you saying before, did the referee indecisions ruin the game? Well, at 10 men versus 11, it's still a great game. As we watched them regularly, when teams are down to 10 men. Chelsea won the European Cup, didn't they, going down to 10 men?
Well, your team beat West Brom, didn't they, a couple of weeks ago with 10 men?
Indeed. But 11 against 9, that did ruin the game, But I don't think it was a bookable offence. You see week in, week out referees just saying, look, get up and get on with it. I don't know why he's booked him.
Do you think that he realised he'd booked him as soon as he pulled the yellow card out and then had to send him off? Do you think that had he not booked him earlier, he wouldn't have done?
I mean, I don't know. Only he can say that. If he didn't realise, then he shouldn't be refereeing, should he? He's kind of like, he's on the FIFA list and all that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Clattenburg. But I thought, like Johnny Evans has an history of this. You know what I mean? It's him that got sent off against City in the derby when we beat him 6-1 for pulling back Balotelli.
Yeah.
There was the one against Shelby the other week, so he's got a history of that. I thought, watching it on TV, I thought, well, that's a foul. When he went to his pocket, I thought he was going to book Johnny Evans, and then when he's sending off Torres, it was like, wow, that is truly outrageous. And I texted you immediately, and you thought it was probably the best decision that's ever been on a football pitch, as I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not reading it out, though, that text.
I can if you want.
No. We want to come back to it tomorrow.
But I don't think it even remotely warranted a booking. But Stan Collymore was going on before about, it's cheating, and if he did go down deliberately, he's trying to gain an advantage for his team. This is if he did, but all players, all that kind of thing, if there is, diving in the game, it all comes from the managers, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because a team is an extension of the mentality of their manager, particularly, the top managers, like Mourinho's teams are always built in his image, you know what I mean, and Ferguson's teams, and Ferguson and Mourinho will always be trying to get an advantage 2 days before the game starts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so in a way, so are they cheating? Do you know what I mean? And they will say to their players, if you're touching it around the box, you go down. I mean, imagine, for instance, imagine if Aguero on the last day of the season,
instead of shooting
instead of not going down, takes a shot, hits the post, and we don't win the league.
Right? Yeah. Should he have gone down?
what would the manager have said? The players would have screamed at him, "Why didn't you go down?"
Yeah.
You know, but it's all irrelevant now because, as we know, he gloriously smashed it in the bottom corner.
Yeah. And you won it by.
We won the
goals.
league on goal difference by the skin of our teeth. And
well, let's talk about your team at the moment then, because even it's bizarre. We were having a chat before the show started, and we were talking about City, saying they're not playing well at all, and when they do, you know, other teams may be in a bit of trouble, but they haven't lost yet. They're playing badly, and they still haven't lost.
Yeah, we're not playing. You know, we started. The image that we have of the modern Man City is beating Tottenham away 5-1 and beating United away 6-1 and Norwich 6 and all that kind of thing. I think, teams have kind of worked it out now that, I mean, they probably did towards the back end of last season, that they're not going to come and try and give us a game because we'll pass the ball around them and they will get taken for 5 or 6 goals. I think teams are sitting deep now and deep and kind of making us work for it. But the fact that we've not lost tells its own story. The fact that we're still in there. I don't think we're playing well, but I don't think we're playing badly. It's just we're not like smashing teams like we were doing last season. But that kind of form couldn't continue anyway. I'd rather be. I like where we are. I mean, people have kind of written us off already, which is good. And this kind of people are saying it's between United and Chelsea, which is good. I don't know. I've got no complaints at the moment.
No, thank you for coming on. Are you gigging tonight?
No, I've got a night off.
What do you do with a night off in Canada then? What are you going to do?
I am going out for something to eat with the rest of the band, and I'm not going to do anything. Honestly, I can't begin to tell you how cold it is here.
Well,
It's just crazy people live here.
Yeah.
The only people that experience this kind of weather are wolves, polar bears, penguins, Eskimos and soldiers.
I bet you wish you had that big beard now, don't you?
Absolutely, it's just unbelievable. I've seen a polar bear with a jacket on before.
No, always a pleasure, pal. Catch up with you soon.
Cheers, Noel.
I didn't even mention the penalty.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.